Just a little bit longer. I pressed buttons earlier and messed up. Just give me a sec. What up? Woo, baby. Sup. I didn't want to leave you guys chilling for too long without seeing me. Sensory overload. All right. I'm almost done. How's everyone's day? Ooh, Shake Shack, nice. Get it in. So, here's what we're doing. We got Microsoft Flight Simulator. No. We got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Jeez. Tongue-tied. So yeah. Let's get into it. I think I set up everything correctly. I know I saw that. I was working and your name popped up. I was like, how dare they? I want white hair. Color option. There you go. There's no mustaches. I don't like that. Okay. Saving back. Right? There's no mustaches. Yeah, no, okay. Total 7 flights. That's just us testing stuff. Wow. All right, let's start the career. We're gonna do. I have a video pulled up that tells us a good way to go, because you want stuff to gain money, and some of the ways to go you don't really get to do stuff. I know. It's one of my things I don't like about some games is they don't offer mustaches. You know? Gotta have mustaches. Yeah. So yeah, you can work your way into the career to get this stuff. I have to switch my controls if we do the helicopters, but we can do that later on. It's like later down the road, which is fine, and we will do, obviously. Is it loading or is it talking? Pursue your dream of a career in aviation. Rise of a pilot. Yes. Oh, yeah. Iceman, what's up? We're doing Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I guess we should do my hometown airport. I also thought about doing something like in the desert. Yeah, like along in here, possibly. But I guess we can go in my hometown. There's a little airport out there. They don't have the Abbotsford airport. Hey, oh, you can't even go to the big airport yet. You guys start in Fort Langley? Wow. I guess let's start in Fort Langley. The fuck to go? Okay, one moment, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm back. And hopefully we got a lot of the controls correct.
Hello there. You must be Mr. Mustachio, right?
Mr. Mustachio. Close enough, bub. Yeah.
Welcome to Fort Langley. I'm Charles Antoine, the owner of this Aero Club.
Cool.
Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
City of New York over here. There's a truck that's... Don't know why that's like that.
Then, once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights.
Yeah.
But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Okie dokie. Are we in flight? No.
Welcome
Okay.
to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
God, I look crazy. What?
Today we will be flying in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the
Look at
main
them
trainer
planes.
airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine. Climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are. So hop in and buckle up. Let the good times roll.
What's with those?
Welcome
Shift
aboard.
C.
While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 1,500 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
Okay. Seems good. Okay, what did it say? Start the engine. Yeah. Control E.
Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 26. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
And I heard that if I have the engine's RPMs lower, you won't go as fast, have to brake and shit.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming. I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Oh, we got a test tomorrow?
We haven't even taken off. It's too early to end this flight.
Why is that on the engines like that? Well, ain't that some stuff? Okay, hold on. Controls. Bravo throttle. Oh, come on. How do I delete it? What kind of test do you have tomorrow? Mask? Wah, wah, wah. Yeah. So how do I remove that? Oh. Damn it. Yeah, okay, it's right there. So this should now be the parking brake. Did it lose my bindings or something? But we just saw those. Oh my god. Hmm. Oh, God. Shitty. I have to redo all those.
This video is a follow-up video to Now the first switch I'm going to bind is anti-ice. So I'm going to go into the controls, and inside controls I like to search by name, and I'll type in the word ice. This brings up a list of all the things that I could bind this switch to that has the word ice in it. You can see there's a set anti-ice and toggle anti-ice. How do you know which I like to toggle it on and off just to make sure it worked? On is white, off.
Toggle anti-ice. Oh my God. That's pretty sweet. All right, what's the other one?
Is dark. and save, go back to the cockpit, and look what happens when I toggle the switch on. And this demonstrates the difference between a toggle switch and a set switch. Both the Honeycomb Alpha flight descending and Honeycomb speed. But the switches aren't the toggle, or at least attempt to clear the input, get rid of the toggle anti-ice, clear the input, validate. Instead, we're going to choose set and.
What's up, Miss B? How are you doing? Our buttons didn't come through correctly. Okay, so what's the next one?
Anti-ice. Apply and save, and let's go back, John, as intended. To just stop ink with my putting the runway, everything is going to pretty much be in the on state. And if you're starting in a just the next switch I need to do is my windshield or window de-ice by name. Set windshield de-ice. I was expecting this to work. Completely nothing. But there is a fix to this. Go back, build de-ice bind, and instead we're going to set windshield de-ice on. Set windshield de-ice off. And once again, I'll toggle it off and on, and you can see how that reacts here. Now let's apply and save and go back to the simulator and see how it works.
Shit.
Now you can see now it works as intended. Now next up on my list is the pitot heat. So back to the controls menu and search by name.
Oh my God. Why isn't it showing up now? It's all warm. I'm doing all right. Having to deal with this shit that I thought I dealt with yesterday.
And attempt to type pedo. There.
That's 36 or 7.
Here we go, pedo. And again, go to the set pedo heat, and we're going to bind the next switch. Apply and save. Go back to the simulator and test to see if pedo heat works. And it does. So that brings us to switch number 4, which I've selected to be my cabin lights. So go to control, search by name, and type in the word light. Now you can see there's a whole bunch of different lights, instruments, autopilot, exterior lights. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom to interior lights. And here we're going to choose set cabin lights. And once again, we'll test to make sure.
All right, so that's no.
Or that the switches work. So we apply and save, go back to the simulator, and I'm going to quickly change this to nighttime so we can test the lights here. Okay, it's nice and dark. And let's flip on the panel lights and the cabin lights. So my next switch is my fuel pump.
what's the other one? Ah. Oh my God.
So I'm going to search by name fuel. There's a lot of things that come up for fuel. And as we scroll all the way down, you're not set electric fuel pump 1. But not only 3, 1 switch. And because we switch actually simply, okay, let's do the last 2 switches here. Damp, and there we go. Set you to right damp, and there we go. Set yaw damper. last switch is the parking brake, so I'll start by typing brake.
Oh, I wonder if these are inverted.
Good. Ready for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving. Keep pushing on the throttle until it's all the way in. You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff. We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off. We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off. Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are approaching our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn.
Controls. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Huh.
We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You can start turning left. Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn. Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 1,500 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they? Be careful. If you bank the aircraft too much, we might lose lift and stall. There we are, 1,500 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? Let's fly over it. Excellent. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
Yeah.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
I'm glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our headquarters. You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time.
Cool.
There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look. Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career.
Yes. So we're going to do a whole bunch of these. There's certain ways to go at it. So says this dude's video. But we want to get to owning
Your first
our own
step
place
is to work towards your private pilot license.
sooner than later.
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Okay.
Gary.
It's going to be lots of fans.
Say the word mustache. A mustache, a mustache. Now we both have said mustache. A mustache, a mustache. If you've only got a mustache.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies.
Okay.
This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 172.
Cool.
Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar.
No. Yes, it was. Welcome in. That's RoboCop. What is that? 05 RoboCop. Welcome in. Okay, learned about the camera. Open the camera tool panel and the toolbar. Where's the fucking toolbar? Oh. Cool. I was about to say, wow, the Chilliwack. I wonder if the Fort Langley Airport looks like this. And then I look in the background. I'm like, we don't have these kind of hills. Oh, nice. Yeah. We're checking it out. We got some, the Honeycomb, Alpha and Bravo. We've sort of set it up. Hopefully. We're figuring it out. I did set it up yesterday, but it didn't work when we started playing today. Was that not? Did we not just do that? What part am I doing? Open and interact with the toolbar menu. Interact with the camera panel. Use a cursor to highlight and interact with the cockpit. Wonder why I'm stuck in this view anyways.
The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you will be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So, let's hide the yoke for now. Alright, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see.
Jesus.
Even through a window to look outside.
I was freaking out. I want to learn how to turn on that one display. That took us forever. I was freaking out. Okay, yeah, the yoke and the rudder. But how do we turn on that little screen? I'm freaking out, man. Having some graphical errors. I think we got to turn down some shit.
Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 172, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons.
Hey, I have those buttons here. Look at that. I have that panel right ones there. Crazy, you know? Interesting. Maybe I... Yeah. Okay, discover flight controls. Look at the end of the wings by using Shift K. Huh? Look at the ends of the wings.
Okay. Now, the difference between the yoke and...
Also, see if this works.
The steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend. Look at the horizontal stabilizer while you pull on the yoke. You can see how it affects the elevator.
I wonder if it's because it's looking down at me. Yeah, okay. Look at the horizontal tail at the back of the aircraft by using Shift K. Oh, those are those flaps. Good to know, Gary. Ah, that's what that does.
Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground.
Yeah.
The upper part of the pedals also control your brakes.
Yeah.
In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections, for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great. Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power, pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it.
That moves so quickly. Free look speed. Hey.
Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power. Power is increased. Now pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased. Now we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle. Look away from the throttle and increase power. Set your throttle to idle. Excellent. When the engine is on, you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator. You will find it on your PFD screen in the top left corner.
Okay.
This tells you how fast the engine is spinning
Jesus.
in hundreds of revolutions per minute. Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left on your PFD screen.
Okay.
It measures the speed in knots. To check your altitude, look to the altimeter. It's on the right on your PFD screen. Not all aircraft have integrated screens with all this information. A lot of them rely on analog instruments. You can find the analog versions of the airspeed indicator and the altimeter just above the throttle. They are respectively on the left and right. The analog altimeter has 3 hands similar to a clock. The long, thick pointer indicates 100-foot intervals. The short, thick one is 1,000-foot intervals, and the long, thin one counts 10,000-foot intervals. That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how it feels in the air.
Was you talking about that one? Oh, okay, hold on. That's why, because it's under there. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, Gary.
Say the word mustache. A mustache, a mustache. Now we both have said mustache. A mustache, a mustache. If you've only got a mustache.
No, Gary. That's all right, Gary. Okay, next. Pitch, yaw. I don't know about having this camera button. This is a 2-ticker. Yeah. Okay, so we're in the air, buttons are up. Turn that over. Put the mixture and thing over, I guess.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying?
Okay, we gotta turn that off. We'll figure out that face tracking.
Level. This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means.
Oh, I was like, what?
Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed, proving you can avoid basic physics while making a climb. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Now, let's level back out. Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable. That's okay. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. As expected, with a nose-down attitude, Our altitude is decreasing while
It's
our
not the
speed is picking
horizon,
up.
buddy. I thought the horizon was like where land meets the sky.
That's good.
So that's the
Keep working
horizon
on it,
right there,
you'll get
not
better.
not down there, sir.
Okay, bring us back to level
I don't know.
flight.
You tell me, friend. I'm the
Now
idiot.
your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. That's okay. I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. Try to make only small adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection.
That was some weird shit, man. I don't know. I don't know how that was, or how that worked, or what was going on there. I'm also gonna look and see how my tablet can work on this, so I can see some more instruments of it instead of it being over there. They're up here.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level? This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means. Pull back gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude. But we're losing airspeed, proving you can avoid basic physics while making a climb.
Stall. Stall.
Excellent.
Stall. Stall.
That's
Stall.
good. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Now, let's level back out. You put your plane in a dangerous situation.
Into a dive, baby.
Now, let's level back out. Our speed is increasing and our altitude is stable. That's good. That's okay. Push gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. Great. That's good. Keep working on it, you'll get better. Okay, bring us back to level flight. Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. That's good. That's okay. Try to make only small adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection.
How was that? Yeah. Look at this. Shit, I didn't hit the button. Dang. To perform a turn, you will have to move the yoke in a direction of your choice while maintaining a center slip skid indicator. This is done by performing a small rudder correction. This is done by performing small rudder corrections. As for the climb and descent, maintaining the altitude will help you retain.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. That's good. Watch your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn. Now, let's sea level back out. That's good. Remember to maintain altitude while leveling off. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop. That's good. Keep working to maintain a constant altitude during the turn. Level us back out now. That's good. Remember to maintain altitude while leveling off. Small corrections on the yoke will lead to more accurate turns.
We're gonna get a C. All right, what did we get here? We got a B. Let's do it again.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. That's good. Watch your altitude. It wasn't constant during the turn.
Son of a bitch. What was with that? Why did I get like a Discord? Oh yeah, that's weird.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. Excellent. Now, let's see you level back out. That's good. Remember to maintain altitude while leveling off. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. You can see a series of notches representing 10-degree increments on the attitude indicator part of your PFD. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees.
Can we press the autopilot button?
500.
Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then, maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop.
You're just like eyeballing that line.
Keep working on it. You'll
Buster!
get better. Keep working to maintain a constant altitude during the turn. Level us back out now. Great.
Oh, I wasn't looking at those buttons, those things,
Small
eh?
corrections on the yoke will lead to more accurate turns.
Yeah, I could have been. Yeah, I want those dashboards right here so I can see it instead of fucking. They're so tiny over there. Like 4 feet away, bud. You bastard. Ah, that right turn, eh? Oh, yeah. We'll get it. Overview. Ooh, RPM and throttle management. Sweet, nice. Oh, we don't have gear.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800. Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. Excellent.
The
Okay,
fuck?
let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM. Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM.
Okay, so that one maybe not. Where's my RPM?
Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM.
That's how fast I'm going. Where's the RPMs?
Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. 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 You've left the training airspace. You need to go back.
That's kind of funny.
Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. Keep working on it, you'll get better.
That was wonky.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800. Pull back on the throttle. You want to reduce RPM to 1800. You put your plane in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, cause
Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800. Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. That's good. Okay, let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM. Push the throttle to reach 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 2,400 RPM.
Like, what else?
Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. Push the throttle to reach 2,400 RPM. Your speed is increasing now. As long as...
Just figured something out. Just bear with me. a whole slew of fails we just did here. Yes. Got it.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
Hey, now it's over there. How much we want to go? $1,800.
Pull back on the throttle. You want to reduce RPM to 1800. Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. Excellent. Okay, let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM.
$2,400.
Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. Keep working on it, you'll get better. You did well.
The numbers
You
over
can
there
do
get
better.
a little bit blurry.
Practice getting comfortable with the relationship between the throttle and RPM.
What do we get? C? B? C plus? I should get a pilot's hat. One of them old school leather ones or something weird like that. Little goggles. I think those are expensive. Let's look. Oh, wow. So we can get that one. Yeah, one of these. Oh shit, like and follow, man. Like and follow. Let's get these things. Let's go. Get 9 of them. I don't know if I wanted that warm. I'm gonna sweat. Oh, look at that one. What's the third piece? The jacket? Weird. Oh, they're weird soft. Ah! That's hilarious. I already have one of these. Oh, those do go down. Yeah, these are cool. Definitely. Be a steward. I like it. That'd be fun. That'd be fun to wear a bunch of costumes. Be quite enjoyable. Still loading? Oh, we are still in Discord. I was hoping that he'd stop by, but I guess he's busy. Come on, power training. Oh my God, the game is taking forever. Do we have it? Said priority. I wonder if there's a difference between real-time priority and hi. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to more ASMR Flight Sim, where it's relaxing and chill, but not at all. Yes. Good times, yeah. All right, B, not bad. Let's do it again. Now that we know what's going on.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 172, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer on the PFD. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800. Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. Excellent. Okay, let's throttle back up to 2,400 RPM. Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well.
Well, my attitude is positive.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
That was excellent.
Yeah, because I figured out what we're doing.
With piston planes like this Cessna, it's common to have power targets defined in RPM.
Yeah. I just didn't know where things were, you know? So now I know. It's just that's all it took, you know, is knowing. Knowing that's the battle, G.I. Joe. So go Joe. Hey, bro. Yes. So it could have been done, or just gone fast. I don't know. Some of these button things don't work. And then these that light up, it's like, what are they for? Do they override my stuff? I have no idea. Oh God.
The art of maneuvering a plane through the air isn't a mystery to you anymore. Now it's time to test the skills you've learned.
My son's friend is a pilot,
We're cruising at 6,000
so it'd be cool to get him to come over and try this.
Of 360 degrees.
Haha, 360. Welcome
Start by
back.
descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. When you feel ready, start descending. If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeeding. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. Reduce throttle to idle and pull gently on the yoke to slow down.
Okay.
You
Oh,
put your
no.
plane in a dangerous situation.
Cool. Fucking learning, man.
Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeeding. Reduce throttle to idle and pull
Hey,
gently on the
man.
yoke to slow down.
Can we
Put
not?
your plane in a
Can we not
dangerous
blast
situation.
into it?
Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. If your speed is in the yellow section of the airspeed indicator, it means you are overspeeding. Reduce throttle to idle and pull gently on the yoke to slow down. While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed. That's good. Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively. You can start the climb when you're ready.
Bitch, I'm just not trying to crank it that hard. What?
You put your plane in a dangerous situation. Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the Cessna 172, you need full power to climb effectively.
One of the things I don't like is how quiet it is in the cockpit.
Stall.
Nice.
Stall.
Yeah, baby.
All right, next exercise. Maintain your heading of 180 degrees, stay at 6,000 feet, and adjust your airspeed to 80 knots.
Oh, fuck.
Go ahead and reduce your speed. Go ahead and that's good. Your speed was well managed, but your altitude needs to be more accurate.
Yeah, Gary.
You did well, but you can do better.
Well, I somewhat figured out what was going on. I started using knots and shit. And then I realized where that was, maybe. If that's what I was reading. I don't know. Hey! Who knew it'd be that good? Who knew? Do we redo it? Nah, move on. Engine covers, what the fuck? Static port, pilot tube cover. Every good flight starts on the ground. Prepare your aircraft. And taking all the necessary precautions is essential for every flight, regardless of the experience. Today we'll learn how to do just that, and which tools can help us in reaching that goal. Okay. Yeah, what's that mean? Does it make us like look around? Is the randomly your airplane gonna be pieces of shit? And then it's like, hey man. Yeah, look at Hot Rod.
Hello. Today we're going to
Gary.
go over all the steps that precede turning on your engine. Those steps are essential to ensure your aircraft's integrity
Gary.
and that
Gary.
everything is in order for a smooth and seamless flight. First of all, stretch your legs a bit and take a look at your aircraft and your surroundings. We never
Wow. So, yeah, there's a camera, free camera. You see that? I wonder if this height. We'll remember that. Let's go look at that afterwards.
Much time to look at our aircraft from the outside, so take your time if you want to inspect it. You might have noticed some extra bits on your aircraft. These are the covers and chocks. Covers are installed when the plane is not in use and are meant to avoid damaging its sensitive parts. Chocks are there to immobilize the aircraft. You'll need to remove them before takeoff.
Really?
And we're done for the outside. Now that we're sure your aircraft is functional and ready to taxi, let's check the inside. Let's get to the matter at hand. You've been given an EFB, also referred to as an electronic flight bag.
Okay.
It's a tablet that stores critical flight information and is the ideal tool to prepare your flight plans and enhance your piloting experience.
Okay.
Open it and take a look. Feel free to follow a quick guided tour of its features.
Oh.
The
Tab.
EFB features an interactive map, a flight plan editor, aircraft and current flight information, a nav log, as well as fuel and payload options. The EFB has plenty to offer, but if you want to get directly into the action, you can turn it off after you finish the quick tour.
Oh, that was the PDF. That's the thing that's. Yeah, flight planner map.
It seems like we're all clear on the checklist. Now start this pretty bird up.
No, I want to. Goddamn. Is there a place that we can put it? Bummer. Start the engine either by completing the checklist or quick start with Control E. That is kind of nice that it shows up so big over here, though.
Now that we've covered all the preparations, let's get to the good stuff, shall we?
Yeah. Congratulations. I also just saw a video. I didn't see it, but I visually saw it. And then I pressed save it for later. It has something to do with tablets. So yeah, this one was the one about using the RPMs instead of the brakings. Like pushing up on the brakes.
Let's take a moment to talk about taxiing. Taxiing refers to moving the aircraft on the ground under its own power. In particular, getting from the ramp out to the hold short point on the edge of the runway. Steering on the ground is managed through the rudder pedals. That's right, unlike driving a car, we turn by using our feet. Okay, ready? With the throttle idle, release your parking brake. Next time, make sure your throttle is at idle before releasing the parking brake.
Where's my fucking idle?
Now, gently increase throttle to get the aircraft moving. Let's take a moment to talk about taxiing. Taxiing refers to moving the aircraft on the ground under its own power. In particular, getting from the ramp out to the hold short point on the edge of the runway. Steering on the ground is managed through the rudder pedals. That's right, unlike driving a car, we turn by using our feet. Okay, ready? With the throttle idle, release your parking brake. Next time, make sure your throttle is at idle before releasing the parking brake. Now, gently increase throttle to get the aircraft moving. Add power to start taxiing. Go easy on your throttle. Use your rudder pedal to turn left and enter the taxiway. Increase throttle to gain forward momentum and then reduce RPM accordingly to match a fast walking speed while taxiing. Now, test the brakes. Good. Brakes checked. Taxi to the next exit, then come to a stop. Remember to control your speed with throttle and brakes. See the crossing in front of us? Stop before it, as if traffic was coming off the runway.
All right, come on.
All right, taxi to holding point Alpha 1 next. It's at the far end of the airport, near the head of runway 21. Stay as close as possible to the taxiway center, marked by the yellow line, and watch your speed. Watch your speed. Watch your speed.
Wow, you sort of just take off, man.
After the right turn, come to a stop before the hold short point, in prep for takeoff. That was good taxiing. The next challenge will be to keep the aircraft under control while at full throttle for takeoff.
That wasn't bad.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway, and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching. Runway... Numbers are not arbitrary. Each number matches the first two number of the runway's compass bearing, rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be numbered 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21. Not bad. All right, let's do this. Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
It's not bad.
Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne.
Let's go.
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to remove the left yaw our plane has when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD slip skid indicator.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. Good job.
That was all right. It did want 75 knots though, and we didn't do that, so. Let's do it again.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway, and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching. Runway numbers are not arbitrary. number matches the first two number of the runway's compass bearing, rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be numbered 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21. Not bad. All right, let's do this. Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to remove the left yaw our plane has when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD slip skid indicator. Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. Good job.
Yay! We did that one much better. Oh, so close. I want to know. She says 21. Where's this 21?
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember.
Not to do that.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway, and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching. Runway numbers are not arbitrary. Each number matches the first two number of the runway's compass bearing, rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be number 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21. working on it, you'll get better.
Jeez.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today.
Yep.
Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway. And to the left, to make sure no other planes are approaching. Runway numbers are not arbitrary. Each number matches the first two number of the runway's compass bearing, rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. For example, a runway orientated towards the north would be numbered 36, which is 360 degrees on a compass. Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21. Excellent. All right, let's do this. Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Menace, what's up? How are you? How are you? Hold on. Welcome.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to remove the left yaw our plane has when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD slip skid indicator.
Nice. I'm having a hard time with some of these controls.
Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
Nice, nice. One of the things that you should do, is when you do uploads, unclick the button or don't have the thing clicked to notify subscribers. Because if your subscribers don't come and watch it, it tells YouTube that your stuff isn't interesting.
Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
And then it won't show it to everyone else. So if you have it unclicked, it'll just say, hey, I uploaded, and then it'll just go out into the algorithm.
500.
All right, let's do this. Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Oh, man.
Use your rudder to stay on the center line, and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to remove the left yaw our plane has when climbing. You can see your current yaw input by looking at the MFD slip skid indicator.
Oh, nice.
Maintain 75 knots and climb to 5,500 feet.
Shit, 210.
Maintain 75. Okay, 5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. Good job.
Yay! We figured out. I like how we learn stuff slowly. It's kind of cool. This game's gonna take forever. Friday night's gonna be good. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm excited for this lure. It's 8:43 for me. All right, hold on. Actually, yeah, let's take these with us. I'll be right back. All right, let's go. Let's do some free flight and shit to finish this off. Slowly we work our way to our license. Oh wow, only a few more. All right, where do we do a free flight? Do we go somewhere? Ooh. I saw someone flying something quite fun. I don't know if it was that one. These are horrible. I think it was this. Yeah. I don't know where we are. I guess in the Caribbean somewhere? Ah, shit.
Mike Yankee Echo Bravo traffic to Havilland Alpha Alpha. Kilo Delta Romeo taking off runway. 29er departing straight out.
I already messed it up. It's something that we don't think about. All right. Airborne, all the stuff is up.
Nassau approach to Havilland Alpha Alpha. Bravo Bravo Sierra is tight to Havilland 1 miles northeast of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu. 1,500 feet. Request flight following. Squawk 7511 to Havilland Bravo Bravo Sierra.
De Havilland Bravo Bravo Sierra radar contact 1 miles north of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu 1,400 feet altimeter 29er. 9er 2.
Roger de Havilland Bravo Bravo Sierra.
Oh, what are those? Where's the other one? What? Where's the engine sound? Will that help us?
Nassau approach to Haviland Alpha Alpha. Bravo Bravo Sierra is... Tight to Haviland 1 miles northeast of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu, 1,500 feet. Request flight following. De Haviland Alpha Alpha. Bravo Bravo. Sierra Nassau approach. Squawk Tree 564.
Put that landing gear away.
Squawk Tree 564 de Haviland Bravo Bravo Sierra. De Haviland Bravo Bravo. Sierra radar contact 1 miles north of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu, 900 feet altimeter 29er. 9er 2. Roger de Haviland Bravo Bravo Sierra.
Wonder if there's a different different one to choose that has that. That'd be cool to do the water dropping, learn how to pick them up. Oh yeah, the warthog. Ooh. There you go. Oops. Did it save our the floats? Because we all saw that picture there. Nice.
Approach Cub Crafters November 72746 is Type Cub Crafters, CC 19 1 miles northeast of Kilo Zulu 5 Juliet Oscar, 1000.
What up, Brap? It goes good, it goes good. How goes it for you?
500 feet, request flight following. Cub Crafters November 72746 approach. Squawk Tree 457. Squawk Tree 457 Cub Crafters 746. Cub Crafters 7. Roger, Cub Crafters 746.
Yeah, we do our thing. Somewhat. Is it flight planner? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm saving up to get a cockpit, but we gotta wait for the cockpits to actually be available. It sucks. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, I tried looking for this stuff, but they didn't have it. Sucks. All right, let's see if that works.
Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing. Gears up for water landing.
All right, well, that's not what we should do.
Gears up for water landing.
I don't know why they're not out there. It's kind of a bit of a pain in the ass.
Approach Cub Crafters November 7 to...
Let's get closer to actually where I want to go. All right, Bram. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Runway, damn it. Okay, there we go. Fuck. Ugh. Okay.
Cancun approach Cub Crafters X-Ray Alpha. Mike Hotel Zulu is type Cub Crafters CC 19 1 miles east of Mike Juliet Victor Fife, 1,500 feet. Request flight following.
Cub Crafters X-Ray Alpha, Mike Hotel Zulu Cancun approach. Squawk 021 tree.
Squawk 021 tree Cub Crafters Mike Hotel Zulu.
Cub Crafters Mike Hotel Zulu radar contact 1 miles northeast of Mike Juliet Victor 5 900 feet. Altimeter 29er. 9er 2.
Roger Cub Crafters Mike Hotel Zulu.
Alright. There's resorts here. I want to see what it looks like. Looks kind of shit. I also don't know. We don't have good settings, so. That could have been the resort that we just went over. There's another one with a zoo. And then there's an adventure park somewhere around here too.
Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing.
Yeah, because I have my, I want to, Jesus. It's a weird building right on the water. I don't know if there's a reverse button.
Here's up for water landing. 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 Here's up for water landing.
Cancun approach Cub Crafters X-Ray Alpha. Mike Hotel Zulu is type Cub Crafters CC 19 2 miles south of Mike X-Ray Quebec Charlie 200 feet. Request flight following.
Cub Crafters X-Ray Alpha, Mike Hotel Zulu Cancun approach. Squawk 1457.
Squawk 1457 Cub Crafters, Mike Hotel Zulu.
Cub Crafters Mike Hotel Zulu radar contact 1 mile southeast of Mike X-Ray Quebec Charlie 100 feet. Altimeter 29er. 902.
Roger Cub Crafters, Mike Hotel Zulu.
Gears down for runway landing. down for runway landing.
That is pretty cool stuff, man. I could attach my helicopter stuff on here too. Oh yeah. Fuck. I caught it in time.
Miami Center, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 8901 tree is type Boeing 2 miles southwest of Kilo Delta Zero, 425,000 feet. Request flight following.
Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 8901 tree, Miami Center. Squawk tree 5.
Squawk tree 5. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 8901 tree.
Gary Papa. Tango, Quebec 8901 tree, radar contact 1 miles west of Kilo Delta Zero, 4,100 feet, altimeter 29er, 9
Roger, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 8901 tree.
That's funny.
Miami Center, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 8901 tree is type Boeing 2 miles southwest of Kilo Delta Zero, 425,000 feet. Request flight following.
Why are they like that?
Miami Center, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec, 891 tree is type point 2 miles southwest of Kilo Delta Zero, 425,000 feet. Request flight following. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec, 891 tree, Miami Center. Squawk 047 tree. Squawk 047 tree, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec, 891 tree. Zero, 425,000 feet, altimeter 29er, 9er 2. Roger, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec, 89er 1 tree.
Yeah, so maybe we use my other controller for this. Look at those flaps, keep on going down. Oh. Alright, well, that... I don't know why that plane sucks. I should have checked at the livery. Probably have to buy a livery. Yeah. All the cool ones. The Dialer.
Miami Center, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree is type 1 miles east of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu, 10,000 feet. Request flight following. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree, Miami Center. Squawk 2121. Squawk 2121, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree radar contact 2 miles north of Mike Yankee Charlie Zulu 7,900 feet altimeter 29er 9er 2. Roger, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree. Contact Nassau approach on 125. Tree, good day. 125. Tree, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree. Miami Center, Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree, 6,000 feet. Gary Papa Tango, Quebec 891 tree, Miami Center, altimeter 29er. 9er 2 radar contact continue.
Come on, autopilot. Huh.
altitude, altitude. Altitude, altitude.
Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 891 tree. Contact, Nassau approach on 125. Tree, good day. 125. Tree for Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 891 tree.
Altitude, altitude.
Miami Center, Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree, 300 feet. Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree, Miami Center, altimeter, 29er. 9er, 2 radar, contact continue. Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree, contact, Nassau approach on 125. Tree, good day. Going to 125. Tree, Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree. Miami Center, Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree, 3,000 feet. Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree, Miami Center, altimeter, 29er. 9er, 2 radar, contact continue. Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree. Contact, Nassau approach on 125. Tree, good day. 125. Tree for Gary Papa, Tango, Quebec, 89er, 1 tree.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to leave it for this evening. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know, hit that. Yes. And, yeah, I hope to see you in the next episode. I'm Mr. Mustachio, you know, and hit the follow, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the like. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Say the word mustache. A mustache, a mustache. Now we both have said mustache. A mustache, a mustache. If you've only got a mustache.
All right, Gary, I'll see you guys later. All right.
Peace.
Hit that follow and hit that like if you'd like to see more, so you get notified.